the fact that I'm speaking to you again, and before he can get it out, she bursts out laughing. Yo, she's laughing at the idea of him not speaking to her. Like, bro, you ain't about to walk away and not speak to me again. Like, it's funny to her. Like, if my significant other said that to me, okay, the fact that I'm still speaking to you again is a miracle, okay? I'm not gonna laugh about that. Rise and shine, beautiful souls. All right, today we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into Will and Jada. We're gonna start off by showing you guys this letter that Willow actually wrote Tupac. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind before I hit play that Willow was not even born before Tupac died. So Tupac died before Willow was ever born. She doesn't know the man, okay? But I want you guys to see this letter, and then we're gonna talk about it, okay? Let's go.
Posted a letter she'd written to Tupac about her mother on Instagram, which was later taken down. The note is alleged to have read, "Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think that my mommy misses you. Can you come back so mommy and me can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Love, Willow."
All right, family. So you notice she says that, would you come back so me and mommy can be happy? Me and mommy. She's expressing that she is sad. But why is she sad? She doesn't even know Tupac. This is because she's being saddened by Jada talking about Tupac. She's beginning to believe that if Tupac was only here, my life could be better, mama's life could be better. So she's writing a letter to a dead man saying, I think that you're still with us. Could you please come back? She has hope that he's still alive. So where do you think she's getting this from? This hope that he's still alive somewhere. I think you're still alive somewhere. Can you please come back so me and mommy can be happy? Now, this little girl has a father. And typically children see their father as a hero. But it sounds like she sees Tupac as one, a man who she's never met. Now, most children grow up praying to God. This is the person that they believe in, that they don't see, that they talk to. But Willow's talking to Tupac. He's like God. She's writing a letter to a dead man, asking him to come back, and he can't read any of that or hear any of that. But it looks like she's doing it because it's making her feel better, just like praying does for people who believe in God. And it's all because of the things that her mother is saying to her. She's hearing these stories now. Now I'm trying to be honest with you guys, okay? If you have a child, you're married, why would you be talking to your child about your ex and how important he was to you and how powerful he was in your life and how your life could be better if he was just here or he could make you happy again? And why are you doing that? And what are you doing to where your child sees you as so sad that only that person could make you happy again? What are you doing? What message are you sending your children? What message are you sending your husband? Do you understand? So what you guys should be asking yourself is, what would make a little girl write a letter to another man, not her father, and ask that man to come back in their life so she can be happy and her mother can be happy? She doesn't even know the man. It makes no sense. So the next video I'm going to play, I believe, will give you guys a little bit of insight as to what might be happening with Willow during this time, okay? Let's get into it.
He was like a magnet. It was like once you paid attention to him, he kind of sucked you in. And we hit it off from that moment on. He was one of my best friends. He was like a brother. And sorry.
As you guys can see, she's already been married to Tupac for 13 years when this happened. And she's crying over another man, okay? Now, this is not to say you can't care about other people, but this appears to be that she's enthralled with this man, okay? That she's in love with this man, okay? But here we go.
He was, I mean, it was beyond friendship for us, you know, as far as just, it's really difficult to explain because the type of relationship we had. You only get that once in a lifetime. You only get that once in a lifetime. You only get that once in a lifetime. So
you see that? What we had, you only get that once in a lifetime. As you see, she's crying. She means that sincerely. It's coming from her heart. But I want you guys to understand, that is a false dichotomy. A false dichotomy is a story that you tell yourself that is not true, but you convince yourself that it is. And what happens is it causes you to create that reality for yourself going forward. So she says you only get that type of love once in a lifetime. Because she believes that, she's going to cut off any type of thing that seems like that type of love, because she's believing, number one, that this only happens once in your lifetime. Okay, so the chances of her recreating this, or not necessarily creating it, but healing to a point to where she can open up and experience this type of love again. A lot of times that's what it is. The reason you guys can't find love, can't experience love, honestly, is because of a lot of trauma. If you're willing to let that stuff go and open up to love, love will find you. Love is not trying to be elusive to you. And the reason that you can't access it is because you have a lot of walls and barriers up. This is a lot of times why you cannot feel love. I've told you guys before that if you love someone and they haven't expressed to you that they loved you back, that's okay. Be joyous knowing that you're in love. Everybody don't get to be in love. Love is a reward that the universe gives you for being open. If that person doesn't love you, they're probably still healing in areas. To get to a place to where you can love, you got to be free from that trauma so you can open up and freely express love. Do you understand? And so here she is, discussing this situation, talking about how important and what Tupac meant to her, and also saying that she'll never have that again. So as you can see, this is mainly one of the reasons that she's blocked off. She believes that that'll never happen again. And so that belief is solidified, and she's creating that in her reality. She believes it. Look at her face. But let's continue.
he was like a brother, father figure to me. Very protective, and we took really good care of each other. We took really good care of each other, the best that we could.
I really want to learn how to love, but I know what it isn't.
Yeah.
And I'm just on the journey of really understanding what love is.
Yeah.
So here she is, married at 13 years, or you see that her head is shaved in that last little clip. So this is actually very recent that she's saying she's still trying to learn what love is. But you heard her some years ago. I think they've been married for 20 years now. So about 7 years ago was that other video expressing deeply her affection for Tupac, showing that she definitely knows what love is. She definitely knows what it is, because you've heard her express it. You can hear it in her voice, the love and adoration that she has for him. Okay. And so we're talking about how what could have Willow write this type of letter to Tupac. Well, can't you see it? Look at how she talks about Tupac. She couldn't even look in the cameras, man. She looks away and she begins to weep over this. And this is a woman who's 13 years married to another man, literally saying you only get this love once. And she's not talking about her husband. She's talking about someone who passed on before she was married. Like, yo, what is he supposed to feel? How is he supposed to feel? And what that does for a lot of men is it makes them compete with a ghost, somebody who's not even there. And that will break that man all the way down to what y'all are calling beta male or emasculated. Okay. He can't fully be a man because he's chasing her approval. Do you understand what that means? Where a man is supposed to chase life. A man is supposed to manifest a legacy for his children and his wife. But if he's chasing her, a lot of those other areas are going to suffer. And it doesn't matter how successful he is in those areas. He don't get his validation from that. He won't feel like he's worth anything until the woman that he comes home to every single day acknowledges his worth, his value. And that'll break a man all the way down. And that'll make a man put up with literally about everything that a woman does, because he feels like he's not valuable. So he's probably not thinking that he can go somewhere else and manifest a happy life. He's probably thinking, hey, this is how I'm treated with women. And why go to another relationship if this is probably what I'm faced with? I'm invested in this relationship. We have children together. I might as well just make this one work. And you've heard Will Smith's thoughts on marriage. He thinks his first marriage is a failure, and he doesn't want to fail again. If your marriage is not harmonic, if you guys are not seeing eye to eye, if she cannot support you, if she does not see your value, that marriage is over. The fact that y'all can still say we still together does not make that a trophy, y'all. I don't know if you remember when the couple would just fight all the time. You remember that? They would fight and beat each other up, half kill each other. And by the end of the show, they'd say, we still together. Right? And that's what a lot of our older couples do. We've been together 40 years, 30 years. Y'all done cut each other's throat, threw boiling hot water on each other, stabbed each other cut each other with razors, domestic violence out the wazoo, but will literally brag because they still together. That just means your value's so low, you're not willing to leave to find better. You're just going to stay with this broken person. You're broken, and y'all can continue to break each other. That's what that means. It's not a beautiful thing just to say we still together when your relationship was not harmonic. And a lot of our children and grandchildren, they're traumatized through those very relationships. Grandma and grandpa, daddy and mama, going around bragging about how they're still together. You can see it in these pastors. We've been together 20 years, and look at the children. They're like, the whole church is celebrating y'all been together 20 years, but we know y'all relationship is toxic. We know y'all can't get along, and y'all just bragging about, how long y'all been together. Every anniversary, they step it up a notch and just brag about all the stuff that they stick through. They stick through all this crap for each other. That crap don't have to exist. You see what I'm saying? So if you're with someone who's causing turmoil in your life and they're not trying to correct it, they don't value you, they don't want to support you, they don't see the value in you, that's a good indication you should move on. Stop trying to keep a relationship together so you won't have a failed relationship. A lot of times it be y'all's fears that's keeping y'all in unsafe, unhealthy situations, okay? So it's okay to leave a relationship and start a new one if you're not getting what you need from it, family, all right? You're likely to think I'm hurting my children, I'm hurting family, and you start thinking about all the people in the world that might be affected if y'all was to break up. And I can imagine all these types of things are going through Will Smith's mind because he lives a life to where it seems that he truly cares about how he presents himself. He wants to have a healthy, strong marriage. He wants to have a healthy career, and he wants to live a life of positivity. And so you can see how all those things will make a man work with something longer, even when it's not working for him because of the outlook of it. Some people are more focused on outer appearance than inner development, so to speak. So while their relationship might be rough, and like Will Smith said, my relationship with Jada has been the most grueling thing I've ever had. But at the same time, he maintains that relationship because he doesn't want a broken one. And in his mind, he's telling himself that means more to him than letting Jada go. All right, let's watch this last video. I think it's going to really give us some insight into Jada and Will. I believe you can tell a lot about a person's relationship by simply watching how they interact. So this next video, it's Will Smith and Jada talking about the August Alsina situation, and we're going to kind of tap into that a little bit, okay, family? So bear with me. This is going to be good. Here we go. Let me find it here. I got it on my phone somewhere here, right in front of me. Here we go.
Been on a hell of a journey with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's people's feelings involved.
Right.
It's healing that needs to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. So what happened, Jada?
Okay, so I think it was about 4 years ago. Started a friendship with August, and we actually became.
Now he said, so what happened, Jada? It appears she was all over the place. So he says, what happened? It seems like he wants her to be upfront and just straight with what happened. But look at her response. We met, we were friends, and here she goes.
Really, really good friends. And it all started with him just needing some help. Me wanting to help his health, his mental state. And we found all those different resources, to...
Do you guys see Will Smith's face, the pain and agony on his face when she says that I just wanted to help? You see that? He's like he's trying to be receptive, but the pain is just so great, She says, I saw somebody who needed help, help with their health or help with their mentality, what they're going through mentally. And the look on his face is, you need help mentally. You're still trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out what love is and how to be an adequate person. And now here this other person comes along and now you're going to help them and you put our marriage on the line to do it. And you're calling your encounter with him, helping him. Like, that's crazy because I asked you what happened. I thought you'd get straight to what happened, but now you're saying that you wanted to help him. You're not even good. Who are you to help him? You see? Let's continue.
Help pull him through. And from there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
Irrelevant. Family, if you cheated on your partner and you're trying to express to them that y'all was going through a difficult time and that's why you did it, that comes off like whenever you're in difficult times, you cheat. Whenever we're not happy, whenever we're in a disagreement, I better look out because your ass might go cheat on me. That doesn't work, family. I know you're thinking that's a good excuse, but really that's a way to not be accountable. Just say, I wanted the man and I did that. Just be honest. Just be honest. Anything else is uncivilized, family. Don't tell me that we were unhappy in a relationship because, again, that tells me if you're not happy, I might as well not look for you to be a good wife. I might as well just look for some type of discretion because you're not happy. The worst is going to come out of you simply because you're not happy. That's not cool. You understand? If you make a commitment in a relationship, you should stick to those commitments, stick to that covenant. And if you cannot, end the relationship. End it. Don't cheat and try to justify cheating by saying we weren't in a good place. No. All right, let's continue.
That particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over.
Look at Will Smith said, I really felt like we could be over. This whole time he's talking with her, he's trying to keep this demeanor. He's trying to receive this and keep his cool. You can tell, but he's very emotional. You can see he looks like a scene out of Pursuit of Happiness right now. Eyes teared up, all this type of stuff. And he's kind of doing like, being like passive aggressive whenever she's talking to him. But again, he goes like this, okay? I study body language, but I'm not an expert in it. I just want to say that. But I'm going to say what I have learned from body language is when someone does this with their hands, it's to imply that they are holding themselves back. It's almost like they're grabbing onto bars where they're in jail, meaning kind of there are things I want to say to you that I don't know how to say. So I'm holding myself back. I don't want to be mean to you, but it's something I want to say, or the relationship itself could seem like a prison for Will Smith. Okay. He's going through a lot with her. He definitely has these strong feelings to maintain the relationship, but it could feel like a prison for him because of all the turmoil that she's creating for him, and he could feel like there's no way out of it, you know. But again, he says it was almost over. Like, let's go back a little bit so you can see that hand movement again.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over.
We were
over. And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
And I got into an entanglement with August.
See, Will Smith's hands going on the table. I think you need to say clearly what. Pin it down. I think this motion is saying stop. So no matter where that hand movement is, family, this is saying the same thing. Like, stop jiving. Stop trying to do this. Like, just say what it was, okay? And look at Jada's hand movement. She ain't pointing at him. She over here somewhere. Because she's going to not do that. She's going to say something else, okay? She called it an entanglement. Will Smith goes, I think you need to just say what it was. And she goes, what? I got into an entanglement with, what's his name again? It's like she forgot his name because she's too busy capping. Okay? That's called evasion. Whenever you know what a person did, but they're going to say they did something different. It makes you feel gaslit. It makes you feel like they're being a narcissist. It makes you feel like they're playing with your head because he sees this as cheating. But she says, oh, it's an entanglement. No, it's not an entanglement. Okay? You had a relationship with this guy. Well, I said it was an entanglement. No. Say what it is. If you can't say what it is, you probably haven't apologized. Okay? And notice her demeanor. Notice Will Smith's demeanor. Almost like he's about to cry. Look at hers. No tear at all. No emotion at all. Look at her on the last video when she was talking about Tupac. Could barely keep it together. Now look at Will Smith. Can barely keep it together. Do you see this? This is a person who hasn't came clean with what they did yet in Jada. Okay? She hasn't even admitted that she cheated on this man. Even when he says it was almost over, she go, oh, we were over. Like, she'll tell herself it was over, and that's why it's okay for me to do what I did. You see what I'm saying? But you covered it up, you lied about it, showed that you was trying to hide it. So don't try to act like, I thought we was good. You didn't think that, because if you did, we wouldn't be in this situation right now. You see what I'm saying? But let's continue.
That's it. That's what I said.
That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yeah, let's go back a bit. I want you guys to see how she almost forgets August's name right here.
Different kind of
I
entanglement.
think you need to say clearly what happened.
And I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Will's laughing. I know you're not up here calling it an entanglement. But look at him laughing. Why? What's funny? It's not a laughing matter. She just tried to be evasive with you. This tells me, again, I really want to act a different way, but I'm going to try to do it this way. He's trying to be passive aggressive, or he's trying to laugh it off. He knows he's in pain and he wants to confront this. But again, he witnessed his father beat his mother. So showing aggression to a woman, it may be a no-no for him. So he's going to try to go around this thing as light as he can. But when you do that, family, you never actually truly express yourself. So I want to tell all of you guys who, when you're overly shocked or you're trying to protect yourself by just laughing off what they did, you'll probably cry in private. When you do that and you tell a person how you feel with a laugh, it comes off as if you're really not that serious. And I know you are serious, but they may take it as though you're not serious. What you want to do is have more respect for yourself. If you're serious, take on a serious demeanor. It does not have to be aggressive. It does not have to be intimidating, but wipe that smile off your face if you want to be taken seriously. I know we'll do that sometimes to not be vulnerable, but it's okay. Hold your frame. Be serious and set your boundaries, family. Don't laugh on your boundaries. Like, he's laughing. This ain't funny. You know, entanglement, that's not funny. We're not laughing here. You cheated. You downright cheated on me. You had a relationship with him. Don't call it an entanglement, please. Right? Let's continue.
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you...
Now yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely. Then why do we have to go all the way around Jacob's barn for you to say it was a relationship? The first time you said it was an entanglement. He says, I think you need to just say what it was. Why don't she just say, I was in a relationship? I said it. I said I was in an entanglement with August. You see, and then he has to correct her and say what it is. Now all of a sudden, absolutely, it was a relationship. You see?
Go figure out how to make yourself happy.
I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that
I was in a lot of pain. I was very broken. So what gave you the idea that you could heal another person? You were in a lot of pain. You were very broken. So what gave you the idea that you could heal another person? See?
you can't find happiness outside of yourself. Mm-hmm. And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. Mm-hmm. I would
during that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like?
But she's being evasive with her words again. And you see the body language again? Pointing over here. During that time, you and I was going through a totally different thing, healing. He doesn't want to dive into it, so he just tries to bring you back on the subject. Okay, now, and he brings her back. Watch.
I was in a lot of pain, and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself. Mm-hmm. And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. Mm-hmm. I would
during that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. Mm-hmm. It had been so long since I felt good.
Right. And husband,
you hear this, family? I just wanted to feel good. You cheated on me with a 21-year-old that was my son's friend who moved in this house. But your reason is I just wanted to feel good. Yo. And then she goes, it's been so long since I felt good. So this man you've been married to for so long. And so basically what you're saying is he hasn't made you feel good. So it's like when he asks a question, what he gets is more pain. This will make you want to stop asking questions. You know, you'll stop asking questions if every time you ask a question, it gets put back in your lap. I didn't make you feel good. So now, okay, so now you went to go feel good with him. But I thought you wanted to heal him. I thought you saw a person who needed to be healed. Now you just wanted to feel good. You know, if he says, what were you looking for? This is when she should go back to what she's already told him and say, no, like I said, I saw a person who needed healing. I saw a person who was in a place where they needed mental healing. And that's what I was trying to do. But instead, she doesn't go back to that place. She goes, I just wanted to feel good. It's been so long playing the victim since I felt good. Felt good? It's been so long since you felt good. What does that mean? And a lot of people, they look at this relationship and be like, look, Jada, poor Jada. These people are millionaires. Millionaires, family. They got it laid out, family. They drive whatever car they want. They literally living it up. Children are amazing, doing great music out here, starting businesses with Jaden's water company. Willow making her music, doing her thing. Like, listen, family. For all of you guys who are saying, woe is Jada, let me remind y'all of something. Y'all went through COVID and lost family members. People was dying like crazy. Everybody had to put on a mask. You don't think we've been through stuff? Like, you don't think we've been through stuff? Y'all keep on trying to make it like, oh, the Smith family just been going through it. Man, we've all gone through it in the past couple years. So we all got a right to walk up and smack somebody, I guess. Let's be real. Let's continue.
But now I got to be with you at the press conference while you tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
Like, I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter.
See, joking again instead of just being firm, instead of just being concise in what he's saying. He's joking again. It's not a laughing matter. And I don't think he knows how to be serious with her without taking that jokey demeanor, which again, she laughs with him. I think it's probably mirroring because she knows that ain't funny. Okay. But she's mirroring him when he laughs as if he said something funny. Nothing about that's funny. Okay. You got me in front of the whole world while you talking about your transgressions. And here we are saying we're going to stand by each other and do all of this stuff like it's embarrassing. But he's going to laugh it off and not really say what he has to say, what he wants to say. You see what I'm saying?
What?
you know, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way. But I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all through that particular.
So she doesn't look at it as a transgression at all. Well, until you do, you're not sorry. You see, you're not truly sorry. You're not truly apologetic for what you did to me by cheating on me because you're calling it not a transgression. Then what was it? So he says, you're talking about your transgressions in front of the world. And she goes, well, actually, I don't consider it a transgression. Then what was it? It wasn't a transgression. You cheating on me wasn't a transgression. Then what was it? Let's see what it was, family. Look at how she manipulates. And that's the perfect word because she's changing the situation to fit her. Manipulate. Okay. Turning it into something that it isn't. Okay. Let's go.
Particular journey, I learned so much about myself and was able to really confront a lot of emotional immaturity, emotional insecurity. And I was really able to do some really deep healing. It was really.
Did you hear that, family? She said it wasn't a transgression for her. It was a journey. She got more mature. She learned herself through it. So after all this counseling that we've paid for, okay, all this counseling that we've been through, all you needed was a cheat on me, apparently, because that helped you get more insight on your maturity level, how you needed to grow. It was a journey for you. You cheating on me. So you became a better person through cheating on me. So that makes it not a transgression. Forget how I feel. Forget how broken my heart is about you sleeping with this 21-year-old, embarrassing me in front of the whole world. Forget that. Because you can see how it made you more mature. It's not a transgression. Because you're calling it a journey instead of an affair. It's not a transgression. Classic cases of a manipulator right there, family. Seriously. Crazy.
A joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah. Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to.
It was a joy to help heal somebody. Again, you were broken and in pain. You broke Will Smith. You cheated on him. You broke his heart. You broke y'all's covenant. And you're still trying to find light in this thing by saying it's just a joy to help heal somebody. What about the person that you crushed in the process? What about your children who now know you sleep with 21-year-olds? What about your son who feels like he can't bring his friends around you anymore? That's okay, right? Because you helped somebody. Wow. That's honestly what a person who cannot be empathic to other people's emotions would say. You understand? And we call that type of person a narcissist. Hate to even use that word. I'm not a clinician, but when you're not expressing empathy for another person and you can clearly see they're in pain, that is what a narcissist is. They can't feel anybody else's pain. They rationalize the world with only their own views. Nothing else matters to them. Okay? And you see he's all hurt, and you see she's good. She's cool, calm, and collected while he's in pain. She's talking about cheating, but she doesn't even, go to the crying. She doesn't even use it. She'll use that when she's talking about Pac. But you think if she really wanted to play the victim here, she'd cry. She's not even willing to waste tears on this thing, on convincing him. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I see it, family. Let me continue.
Speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle. I don't want to go through this no more.
The fact that I'm speaking to you again, and before he can get it out, she bursts out laughing. She's laughing at the idea of him not speaking to her. Like, bro, you ain't about to walk away and not speak to me again. Like, it's funny to her. Like, if my significant other said that to me, okay, the fact that I'm still speaking to you again is a miracle, okay? I'm not gonna laugh about that. I know they're saying that came from me cheating on it. If they ever gonna say, I thought I'd never speak to you again, and the fact that I'm cheating on you again is a miracle, I know that that's coming from a place of pain. And I'm gonna laugh? Again, family, it's showing you that she's, I've said it before. Let's just continue.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you back first, and then
You gonna get me back? I think you've got me back. I think we're good on that.
okay.
I wish that wasn't the case. I do. I wish that wasn't the case.
I sure wish it could be all magic and miracles.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably true. That's probably true.
But and I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay. I'll give you that.
So he tells her he's gonna get her back. This is classic for someone who's tried to tell you how they feel, express to you how they feel, and they didn't get a response from you. So now they're gonna show you how they feel by doing the same thing back to you. That's what that's classic for. I'm gonna get you back. And I wanna tell you guys, that is not healthy. If you're in a relationship with someone and you're thinking, I'm gonna get them back, get out. It's toxic, family. Why would you stay with someone, sleep with someone that you know you're gonna get vengeance on? You know you're going to break them. You know you're gonna hurt them. So you're just a villain, being with them, laughing with them, acting like everything's good. But meanwhile, you're in your mind contemplating ways that you can hurt them back. Why not just leave and go build with somebody else who you can share life with? Why not? That's just wasted time and energy. And you're going to have karma for that, treating someone bad, even if they treated you bad. You should have standards for yourself that even if someone treats you below how you want to be treated, that you don't go below your standards on how you treat people, because you care about the karma. You care about how you live your life. You care about your reputation and the person that you present. And nobody's going to bring you below your own standards for how you want to behave. Okay? Don't let them bring the worst out of you by you trying to get them back. Get out of that relationship and move on. You're definitely in a toxic relationship, and now you're becoming a toxic party in the relationship whenever you say to yourself, I'm going to get you back. She's right about that. That is petty, family. And I get that you're hurt, and that's probably what's making you do that. Summon that side of yourself, but don't do it, family. It'll only cause you to feel guilt and regret for yourself. Seriously. Don't get them back. Move on. And a lot of times, even when you get them back, family, you'll continue getting them back for the rest of your life because you never get over the trauma of being cheated on a lot of times, if that's how you're handling it, okay? So now you're with a new person, and they haven't even cheated on you, but because the other person did, you're getting them back. You're saying, I ain't going to be faithful and invest in a relationship wholeheartedly when I know how men or women act. They just going to do me dirty anyway, so I'm going to keep doing me. I bet they're doing them, and I just don't know about it. and then they're not doing them, and then they're going to find out what you're doing, and you're going to hurt them. And your reason is going to be your last relationship, the trauma. Or you just don't think that people are faithful, and that's why you carry yourself like that anyway. And so what you will do is you'll leave a trail of broken hearts because you fail to be accountable to your own pain and heal yourself, okay? Do the work, family. Someone hurts you, you're not responsible for them hurting you, but you're responsible for the healing. Unfortunately, you are. Because someone hurts you does not mean that they're going to heal you or even that they have the ability to. You're going to have to take part in your own healing, family, okay? Or you're going to be the person that's broken and hurting people. Like they say, hurt people hurt people. That's pending they don't do the work to be accountable to healing themselves, okay? Let's move on.
Petty, that's what you want. But, you know, I will definitely say it's just part of it.
Yeah.
You know, if you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime.
25 years and counting.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
That's terrible.
That is terrible. That laugh sounded like a cry, like womp, womp, womp. You see what I'm saying? It did. It just sounded bad. And when he said 25 years and counting, there was no look of a smile. It looked hurt. It looked like sorrow when he said it. That's why I said it's like he's in a prison. He does not know how to escape this. He feels like if he gets a divorce, he's a bad person. I'm telling y'all, this man has grown up with the idea that marriages, a marriage that doesn't last is a failed marriage, and somehow that should be something that follows you. It should speak to your person some type of way. That if you can't hold a marriage together, then you're a bad person. But marriage is built on a partnership, and if the other person is not carrying themselves adequately and being a supportive part in that relationship, man, sometimes the best thing to do, family, is separate yourself. Staying in that marriage could be the worst thing for your life, your children's life, and your family's life, period. Okay? Because if your children grow up and start living through the trauma that y'all put them through, their children are going to have to experience what y'all did by staying together when you could have just separated, family. So, again, I'm done with that video, but family, I think that gives you guys a lot of insight just in how they converse. You see what I'm saying? She looks very, she's being elusive when it comes to admitting what she did. He's really not trying to confront her about what she did. He's talking about getting her back. They laugh and then they pound at the end and say bad marriage for life. If you understand anything about manifestation, you know this. The universe does not understand jokes. Whatever you say, it takes it as serious. So when you say bad marriage for life, what you're saying to the universe is we have every intention of continuing to create a bad marriage. That's what you're saying. And we're going to stay together forever. Regardless of how bad it gets, our reward is being able to say how long we've been together. Y'all got 25 years of marriage, and look at how the world is looking at y'all. Do you think that we are saying we want a marriage like Will Smith and Jada? No. We wouldn't want a one-year marriage like what y'all have. So when y'all say 25 years and counting like that's something to be proud of, it's not. It's only showing how toxic y'all are by being able to stay in a situation that's that rough for 25 plus years. It really does. And honestly, when your children go through that type of life with y'all, it heightens their tolerance for toxicity. And so now when they go into a relationship, they won't even be able to spot it as much because they done saw it in y'all. Okay, an unhealthy relationship, guys, it's not something that you should be trying to maintain, especially when you realize it's already over. Trying to hold a relationship together just for the public's opinion or for public's view is the worst thing you can do, family, okay? Inner development over outer appearance. If you know it's not right, if you know it's digging into how you see yourself, how you loving yourself, you might want to get out of that situation, family. And for a lot of men, if you have a woman that's like this and she's somehow tricked you into chasing her ego and chasing her approval, you might need to rethink that relationship. I heard Will Smith say in one of his interviews that if it kills me, I'm going to find a way to please this woman sexually. This is a man who is on a mission to be approved by his woman. And a man should be focused on his creations, his manifestations. He should share them with his wife. He should share his manifestations with his wife in the form of protecting her and providing for her, okay? But you shouldn't be chasing her approving you, okay? You should be a man that she supports because she approves of you and she sees you as somebody to follow, okay? If she doesn't see you as that, Don't try to earn that, okay? She's not the one for you if she don't see it. It's really simple, family, because she's not going to truly be able to be submissive and feminine to you if she does not see that. Look at how she talks about Tupac. Ask yourselves a question. Do you think she would have cheated on Tupac with August Alsina? Do you think that she would have done that? And if your answer is no, then you full well know she's not good for this marriage with Will. She is not going to respect him like a woman's supposed to respect a husband, okay? She's not doing that. If she would not have done that to Tupac, but she did that to Will, that should let you know that she's not right for marriage, family. Not, at least not to Will Smith. And Will needs to just let her go. And what I mean by that is not saying that he should just throw her away. I'm saying that he should let her go. I believe she wants to, and I believe she's expressed that to him. I believe actually the treatment that he's getting is punitive for him not letting her go, him not hearing her heart that she wants out of this relationship. He's probably using his values to hold this relationship together. And he's probably allowing her to get love on the side and things like that just to keep her in the relationship so he can say he got this long, extensive marriage. Just my thoughts, family. Anyway, peace.